Hello everyone, welcome to Slidescope, another chapter related to Power BI DAX, where we are discussing EDATE and EOMONTH functions. So here you can read more about them, but here we will understand the purpose and I will show you some examples. The EDATE function in Power BI DAX is used to calculate the date that falls a certain number of months before or after a specified date. And this function is very useful when organization need to manage recurring dates, calculate contract renewal period, subscription expiration, future invoice dates, etc. Its syntax is similar. EDATE, you will write a start date and number of month, where start date is original date, month is number of month to move forward or backward. So let's see an example. This is an example where we have customer purchase date and renewal month. Here let's say Amit purchased something on 15 Jan, Rahul on 10 Feb and Neha on 25 March in 2026. And whatever subscription they had, their renewal months are 12. So now in this case, we will write renewal date is equal to EDATE purchase date comma renewal month. So you can easily copy this entire table, open Power BI if you want to test, and here you can enter data. So you will just paste this data and load. You can name this table as purchase table or anything. So it is creating and connecting to model. 3 rows are given. So we will rename this table as purchase, or whatever name you want to give, you can give that name. Now if we add a new column, so first let's see. So here if we add a table visual to our page, so here we can add customer, their purchase date and their renewal month. Everything is given. We can easily go to values and let's say value font size is 20 so that we can see easily. So now this is there. Now as per data, if we just create another column here, we'll try to create a new column, and this is renewal date so that we can get information of when will when is the renewal date so that we can send emails or some reminders. So here we are writing EDATE, and here EDATE returns the date that is indicated number of months before or after. So here we'll write a start date comma month. A start date will be our purchase date as given in the data column, and then number of months that is given in renewal month, or you can type manually also. So because renewal month is already given here, and here we are writing sum of renewal month, we will say don't summarize for this because it's a simple integer value. So we will write that. Now when we will write renewal date and it will be created, if we drag it, then you will be, so if we do purchase date, then renewal month and renewal date. So now you can see when is the renewal date and its month and its day, you can see. So renewal date is this. Obviously because it is date, it will appear like that. You can use it as a string to show exact date value, but you can see here, let me create a simple screenshot. Now you can see it is being shown as date time, but if we say dude this is just a date, now you will be able to actually see the renewal date. This is the work of this EDATE function, and it is very useful because in many websites, let's say there is a recharge company or some company that is selling CRM subscriptions, and some people will buy it and they will buy monthly plan, some people will buy a yearly plan or quarterly plan. So you will create a software that will automatically store information of their plan, and on the basis of that this column renewal month will be completed, and then you can add that. This is work of EDATE function. Output will be this, which you can see. Now understanding the purpose of EOMonth function. The EOMonth function is another important DAX date function that returns the last day of a month before or after a specified number of months. And this function is commonly used in finance, accounting, payroll, and monthly reporting system. We are currently working on a complete project of payroll management. Here is that HRMS, where you can do employee management, attendance tracking, payroll tracking. These are the different modules. So I will show you practical use of these functions there. Please subscribe to our channel if you want to watch those videos. So this is understanding its purpose. So here also you write a start date and month, where a start date is original date and month is number of month to shift. For example, month end date is equal to end of month today comma 0. So this formula returns the last day of the current month, because today will return today's date and it will find month and return. So for example, this formula returns the last date. If a business wants to calculate the month end closing date of invoices, so it becomes very useful. Let's say we take a sample data set. So that's why I have given the data set here itself. You can go to open up empty Power BI, just paste your data, and let's say we call it invoices. Invoices. Now in this table, invoices table, you will see, let's reduce its size. So in the invoices table, you have invoice date and invoice ID. So here we have invoice date and invoice ID. For every invoice, what is that invoice date? And obviously if we want to copy the same styling, we can copy like that. Next is now we will see closing date. So for every invoice ID that we have, we want to see its closing date. So something that is 12 Jan 2026, its closing date will be 31 Jan, because this is January. For February, based on whether it's a leap year or not, it will be last day, and for March it will be like that. So we will now create a new column here that is called closing date. Closing date will be this, and now we create that, and now we can add that as well as a date. So this is the closing date. As I said, because these are dates, so it will appear like this because they have date parts in it. We have complete date hierarchy. You can easily create a measure that shows a string version of these dates. So that's not a problem, and you can see it here. So these are the two important functions that we have, that is EODate and EDATE and EOMonth. And what is difference between them? Although both functions work with months, their purposes are completely different. EDATE returns the exact same day after shifting some months, and EOMonth always returns the last day of the resulting month. Original date is 15, so EDATE will return 15 January 1. It will result in 15 February, like we are shifting 1 month ahead. If I select -1, it will go 1 month behind. But end of month will show 28 Feb. So end of month 15 Jan 2026. So you can see here I have created a new measure EOM. EOM 15 January 2026, 1 is 28 February. What if I write 0 here? So this is 31st January. If I say 4, what we are saying is from 15 January 2026, after 4 months, what will be the closing date? That will be 31 May. So this is what EOMonth will do, and this is how you can check that. And this is the use of Power BI functions end of month and or EDATE which we have. So thanks for watching this tutorial. More about DAX, more about different type of Power BI tips and tricks that we can create are there. More than 300 videos are there related to Power BI on our channel. Please check all of them. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section. If you have any suggestions, you can give them as well. Thanks for watching this. Have a nice day.